journal video. This is my bullet journal that I got for Christmas this year. I knew that I was moving into the new house in the new year, so I asked for a bullet journal for Christmas, so I had a way of tracking my finances, my savings and everything I'm doing in the month, as well as bills. So I thought a bullet journal would be quite a good way of doing that, and I've also really wanted to try doing it for quite a while. So my brother and his girlfriend got me a bullet journal, and this is it. So today I'm going to show you me setting up the March spread. I've already sketched it out, so I'm just going to show you what I've sketched out, and I'm also going to show you me filling it in black ink and any kind of colours that I'm going to use. And I'm also going to show you what I did for February. So bullet journals are completely personal to whoever is designing them. So I'm just going to show you what kind of theme I did for February, and obviously you're going to see the theme that I'm doing for March. So like I said, this is my bullet journal. It is the Stationery Island A5 dotted notebook in the colour Sunflower. I really like the colour yellow, so I thought this colour was really nice. I don't think you can really see the full brightness of the yellow on camera, but it's a really bright yellow. This bullet journal is a hardcover and it's got an elastic strap to keep it together. It's got these two ribbons that you can use as bookmarks, and the paper inside is 120 GSM paper, so it's not the thickest but it's also not the thinnest. When I'm using colour, I like to use brush tip pens, and when I use the ink it doesn't ghost or go through the pages unless I go over it a lot, so that's quite good that it's that thick and you can't see through the pages. So without any further ado, let's just open up and have a look at February's spread. With Valentine's Day being in February, I chose to do a pink kind of colour scheme with some flowers and some hearts. Quite a typical Valentine's Day spread really, and some fancy lettering. I'm still getting used to it, so it's not the best, but I think it turned out quite well. At the start of each month, I like to write the month in whatever lettering that I choose for that month, and then underneath that I like to do a little calendar so I know what days are on which day of the week. And then I like to do a bigger calendar where I can write in when bills are coming out or when I'm doing stuff, just a little note there. And I also put a heart on the 14th for Valentine's Day, just so I knew when it was and it stood out on the page. The next thing that I like to do is a playlist for the month. So as you can see, I write playlist and then I just write little boxes like you'd see on a phone if you were playing music. And throughout the month, I'll fill these in with the songs that I've been listening to throughout the month. So this is my next page. So I like to write out my budget. I have a space for mine and Jacob's incomes and then our total. And then down the side I have each thing that we need to budget for, a space to write how much we're budgeting for and how much we actually spent, and then another column just for when the bills are due. So as you can see, I've got mortgage, gas, electric, water, all that kind of stuff, but then I've also accounted for Christmas, appointments, stuff you need to save up for throughout the year, so when it gets to say Christmas you have enough money to spend at Christmas instead of dipping into your savings. You've actually accounted for a certain amount of money. So that's just how I prefer to do my budgeting. I found that it works quite well for us. And then I also have this page for savings. So in my budget I've got presents, as you can see there. And then on this page, on the savings page, you can see that I've broken down what presents I'm saving for. So I've got birthday, Christmas and miscellaneous presents. For example, Mother's Day or Father's Day presents. So in these columns I can say how much I've either added or taken out to each of these things, and then I'll keep a running total down the side each month. Another thing to point out is I've got sinking funds at the top. So how I get that is I take how much we actually spent at the end of the month and take that away from our total income, and that'll give us our sinking funds, which can go into savings. Obviously sinking funds don't need to be spent on presents or appointments because they've already been budgeted for in the budget here. And then at the bottom of the savings page you can see that I've got saving for and spendings. So this box here, I can write what I'm wanting to save up for. So for example, if we are saving up for something in the house, so you can see at the bottom of the savings page there is a box that says saving for. So in this box we can write what we're actually saving for, obviously. So we're wanting to save some money for the house to eventually decorate. So in this box we might write bathroom or bedroom, whatever room we're wanting to decorate, and then that gives us an idea of what we're actually saving for. This box here is for what we've actually spent. So if one month we do actually spend on the house, we can write what we've spent it on. So if we have decorated one of the rooms, we can write which room we've done, or paint that we've bought, or anything like that. We can keep track of how much we've spent. So the next page in February was a sleep tracker. So I'm not the best with going to sleep at a reasonable time and getting up quite early. That's obviously not a good thing. So I thought in February that I would track my sleep to keep an eye on how much sleep I was actually getting and where I could improve on getting more sleep. But as you can see, I don't get a lot of sleep a lot of days. So that's something to improve on for the next month. But doing this, I can actually visually see how much I'm getting instead of just thinking, oh, I slept from 1 till 6 or anything like that. So that's that page. The next page is fitness. This doesn't look very good because it hasn't been filled in very much. Basically, it's to track what exercise I've been doing during the month. So I've got, in February, I have 28 hearts here because, again, the Valentine's Day theme. And then at the bottom we've got a bit of a key, so depending on the pattern that tells you what exercise I've done on that day. So you can see on the 8th I've done dots and lines. If you go to the bottom you can see that I've done a HIIT workout and resistance, and that's how you keep track of what exercise I've done. Hopefully next month's will be a bit more filled in. On to the next page. I did this month just before we moved into the new house, so I did a cleaning log knowing that I'd need to do a lot of cleaning to keep up with the housework, and I worked out if I do a bit each day I won't have to do everything on one day, which will free up more time. For example, at the weekend when me and Jacob are both at home and we can do stuff together. So down the side I've got the days of the month, and then at the top I've got the things that I need to do. And then if I do it on a certain day, I just colour in the box, and then it tells you when I've done it, and I can keep track of when stuff needs doing. On this page I've got lunchbox ideas, and it's basically what it sounds like. It's just ideas I've had for our lunch that we take to work. So moving on, we have our weekly spread. I like to write what week we're at the top of the page and just highlight which week we're on in the month. And then I've got a box for each day of the week. So in these boxes I either write what I've done or things to remember or bills. So on the first day of the month you can see that Jacob's phone bill was due out, so I've just written that there. And then I'm also using it to keep track of when I'm uploading videos and what type of videos I'm uploading. This is the spread that I did for February, and that's just how I carried on for the rest of February. Obviously stuff changes each week. If I turn the page you can see that I've sketched out what I'm wanting to do for March. So as you can probably tell, my theme is space. So again, I've got the month written and I've got a little calendar here just to keep track of when the days are. And then I've got the bigger calendar here to write little notes in when my bills are coming out. This month I've only done 2 boxes for my playlist just because the past 2 months I haven't filled up the 4 boxes. So instead of wasting the space, I'm just going to do 2. And then I've sketched out budget, savings page, and again I've got saving for and spending and just a box for notes. again, I've got the sleep tracker. So like I said when I explained in February's spread, I can compare my sleep in March to what I slept in February to see if I'm sleeping any more or any less, to see if I should change my sleep schedule, anything like that. I think it's just a good thing to have for your health, really. So again, I've got my fitness page. At the moment, it just looks like circles with days underneath it, but when I actually fill it in, it'll look like planets. As you can see in my key, I've got different types of planets for each type of exercise. So hopefully I'll do a bit more exercise in March and it'll look like a full galaxy. On the next page, I've done a to-do list. So I've put stuff I need to do daily, stuff I need to do weekly, and stuff I need to do during that month. So this can include cleaning or cooking, or for example taking your meter readings. In the monthly section I can write when I need to take my meter readings so I don't miss that. Just because I had an odd number of pages filled out, I did this quote page. So keeping in line with the space theme, but it's also inspirational, which may be a bit cheesy, but I kind of liked it. And then turning over, you can see we're onto the weekly spread. So I've got the week at the top, and then I've got sections for each day. I've got my to-do box again at the bottom and my little calendar here. When I actually fill it in, I can highlight which week we're on. And that is just the same in each week of this month. So basically that's my March spread. I'm now going to go over it in black ink and do any kind of decoration I want to do to it, just to make it my own. Guys, there is my March spread complete. I hope you enjoyed watching that time lapse of me just filling it in. You can see that I did a lot of little dots on almost every page. So now I'm pretty sure I've got repetitive strain injury in my wrist, but I think it was worth it for the effect. This month's quite monotone in that there's no colour or anything like I've done in previous months, but I quite like the simple effect of it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video of my bullet journal. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below of any themes you think might be good for upcoming months. I'm always open to suggestions. If you did like this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!